Hey y'all, it's Alma with the Cat's Pajamas, and today I want to show you how to create this Concertina Slimline card. It's an easy card to make, and you can dress it up or dress it down with your embellishments. This card stands on its own and has a place on the inside for you to add a message or to sign it. Best of all, it fits in a legal envelope. So let's get started. For this card, you'll need a 10.5-inch by 8-inch piece of cardstock for the base. Along the 10.5-inch side, you're going to score at 3.5 and again at 7 inches. Now you have 3 sections that are 3.5 inches each. Now to cut the angle, measure 3.5 inches up from the bottom right. We're going to cut from this mark to the upper left corner. I'm using my Fiskars cutter to get the most accurate cut. Now you're going to fold the card at the score lines accordion style. Now let's cut the mats. I've chosen this really pretty yellow cardstock for the mats, and each of these mats will be 3¼ inches wide. The largest size is 7 5/8 inches deep. The medium size is 6 1/8 inches deep, and the small is 4 5 inches deep. Now to create the slant on the mat, we're going to measure down 1 3/8 inches from the top of the mat on the side you want to be the bottom of the slant. We want the bottom of the slant to be on the right side. So we'll measure down from the top on the right 1 3/8 inches. On the middle mat, we want the slant to go the opposite way. So we'll measure down 1 3/8 inches from the top left. The smallest mat, the slant goes to the right again, just like it did for the longest mat. So we'll measure 1 3/8 inches down on the right hand side. Now we'll just trim them down. Now I'm just going to attach each of the panels where they belong. Now for the pattern paper. Each of these panels are 3 inches wide. Let's start with the larger panel. This panel is 7 3/8 inches deep. And we'll do what we did with the mat panel, measure 1 3/8 inches down on the right hand side. The middle panel is 5 7/8 inches deep, and I'm ticking 1 3/8 inches down on the left side. And finally, the smallest panel is 4 3/8 inches deep, and I'm marking 1 3/8 inches on the right hand side starting from the top. Now let's cut those angles. and then go ahead and attach the panels into place on the yellow mat. Now I notice the back yellow mat is a little off, so I'm going to remove that off camera. Now to decorate, I'm going to be using our Welcome Gnome Stamp set. It's got all sorts of gnomes and a mushroom that are perfect to have hanging around the top of the card. I've gone ahead and stamped and colored with Copics and cut all the gnomes out to save time. I'll be using tacky glue just so that I have enough time to move things around. I'm also using our Grassy Patches cut-ups die to cut something for the gnomes to sit on. And now it's just a matter of embellishing the card. All right, now that I've got the card decorated, I think I want to stamp a sentiment from the Live, Love, Bark stamp set. I think they have really cute sentiments on that set. I like to do a little test stamp on a piece of scrap paper just to make sure everything stamps correctly. And since it's gnomes, and they're kind of like a fairy tale thing, I'll stamp Don't Stop Believin' with Versaclear ink on the inside. And I'm positioning it so that the saying is hidden when the front is closed and still have enough room to write a message below it. Now for the outside, I want to use the Have a Little Faith sentiment on the front. Now I like this shape from our fancy flip cut-ups for the sentiment. I'm torn between the yellow and the green, so I'm going to be auditioning both of them. I think I like the green, but I think the black is a little bit too heavy for this card, so I'm going to add some whimsy with a white pen to accent and lighten up the letters a bit. And of course, I'm going to pop up the panel with some foam tape just to make it more special. Finally, I think I'm going to add some more doodles on the panel with a white pen. And I think that's it. I think it's darling, and it was so fast to make. I hope you give it a try. And if you like this video, like and subscribe to this channel. Have a great day.